Hello and welcome to this tutorial to help you learn about creating Workbooks reports. In this session I'm going to talk about the different ways in which you can start to create your report. I'm not actually going to build one. For that you should watch the tutorial about creating a simple list report. When you want to create a Workbooks report, you're given four options to start from. You can start from a template, you can copy an existing report, you can use what we call a pre-populated report, or you can use a blank report. So let's have a look at each of these in turn. Currently in Workbooks there are more than 100 templates that you can choose from, and we do add new ones from time to time, so it's worth checking to see if there's something there that meets your needs. Templates are pre-configured reports which include columns, and they may include calculations, they might include criteria to control which rows of data appear in your report, and they might even include conditional formatting. They could just have a details view, or they might have one or more summary views. If you need more information on what a details view is compared with a summary view, I'd recommend that you watch the tutorial called What Does a Report Consist Of? Once you've chosen a template to use, you can modify it. You can add or remove columns, you can amend the criteria, you can add your own summaries and so on. The template just gives you a really good framework to start with. Alternatively, there's no need to build new reports from scratch if you've already got one that does some of the things you're looking for, so you can copy existing reports. You might have one, for example, that looks at data for last month, and maybe you want to see exactly the same layout, exactly the same information, but looking at data for this month. In that scenario, you can simply copy the report and amend the date range criteria. You can copy any report that you've got view access to, not just reports that you've created. When you copy a report, the copy will include all of the summary views, the columns, the calculations, the criteria, any formatting that's been added to the original report. It will all be copied into the new one. You can create your copy from the menu that we saw a couple of slides ago, or you can do it by opening an existing report and clicking on the option in the left-hand column called Copy this report. Once you've got your copy, you can modify it as much as required to generate the output that you're looking for. The third way to start your report is by selecting what we call a pre-populated report. In some ways these are similar to template reports, but they only include some columns and they only have a details view. They don't include any calculations, there's no criteria already put in there, and there's certainly no conditional formatting. Just think of them as a handy way to create a report a little bit more quickly, because some of the columns you might want will already be there. You can add in more columns, you can delete ones that you don't want that we've provided if you like, and of course you can add as many summaries as you need. The fourth and final way to create a report is by selecting a blank report. And as I've got on the slide here, it gives you nothing, it gives you a blank page, just as the name suggests. You can add in, therefore, whatever you want, as many columns, as few columns as you want. You can add in calculations, you can add in criteria, everything from scratch. So that's just a really quick overview of the ways in which you can create a report. Remember to watch the other tutorials that cover report building, like the one about creating a simple list report, or maybe the one about adding a summary. Thanks for watching. And do remember to go to our knowledge base for more help. You can find help on reporting by going to workbooks.com/help/reporting.